There are several things that I learned from Silicon Valley. The main thing that I learned, we are far behind them in terms of the culture around startups.
We can't allow for this gatekeeping culture to continue where people are like, I know how to do it, I won't tell you how to do it because only I can be successful.
I believe we will see big changes in the next 5 years, and I'm very excited at where we are. A lot of things depends on us. How much do we communicate with each other? How much do we attract more attention to the startups? I'm sure this is the beginning of something big.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of The Real Ones. My name is Joel Alexander. I'm the CEO of Kendal AI. And today, I'm joined by one of PropTech and real estate's finest, Denis Scvortov. Welcome to the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Did I mess up the last name?
No, bro. I'm impressed, actually. I'm impressed. Thank you.
Okay, so look, honestly, I've seen you guys everywhere. You got 15,000 agents on board.
16.
Oh, I miss 1 week and it's 16. Well, amazing. And really, it's nice to see PropTech making waves in Dubai. I know you were just in Silicon Valley. You saw what PropTech looks like in the US. And, we have a large room to grow here. So I'm really excited to talk to you about that. But before we get into all the serious stuff, what did 7-year-old Denis want to do?
7-year-old Denis?
Yeah.
Well, usual stuff, to be a firefighter or a policeman or the guy who fights like Jean-Claude Van Damme. This is or Jackie Chan, and they were the heroes back then. So yeah, something like this.
Is that the inspiration for the suits, the hot blazer, from Jackie Chan, where it's like super warm or something, and he gets superpowers from that?
Yeah, we can say something like this. Yeah.
Well, awesome. So,
And by the way, Jackie Chan
yeah,
is a big investor in the real estate.
Really?
Yeah, he's one of the biggest investors in the Hong Kong as an individual.
Okay.
Yeah, so he owns a lot of stuff.
Damn. Well,
Yeah.
it's not every day that you meet someone that wanted to be a firefighter and now is in real estate. This is not common. I've had
Well, come on. After when you are 7 years and you start growing, you understand that you need to do something else.
I wanted to be a pilot when I was 7 years old, and actually a lot of brokerage owners that come here say that they wanted to become a pilot for some reason.
Pilot is exciting things, but when I was a kid, I had a bad experience in these parks.
Yeah.
Where I got dizzy and yeah.
So,
and since the early age, I was already quite tall.
oh yeah.
And not everybody can be a pilot.
Oh, if we stood up right now, like normally we would not have this height difference. I'm usually the taller one on the bar. I'm like 6'1".
Yeah, you're quite tall.
Yeah, but today we're joined by the
6'7"
next NBA Lakers player.
Yeah.
But look, obviously, we're here to talk about your journey. I would love to learn about when you started, just talk to me about growing up and Moldova, I believe, right? And now coming into Dubai, etc. Talk to me about your journey, the ups and the downs. Would love to hear it all.
Well, yeah, I'm from Moldova. It's a very beautiful country, as we say in Moldova, in the center of Europe.
Yeah.
Well, technically, if you can, geographically, if you look at, we are in the center.
Okay. Not Turkey.
But it's not definitely the most famous country. It takes some time usually to explain where it is. And funny enough, my first visa had the name not Moldova but Maldives.
Oh my God. Okay.
This is another story. Yeah, so Moldova is a very small country, quite poor. At some point, it was the poorest in the Europe, and I believe this fact brought some advantages to me. But when I was growing up, I was into the sport. I was playing the basketball for the national youth team, and the wins in the basketball gave me this feeling of dopamine rush when you compete with somebody and you take first places and stuff. And by the way, before that, I was in Taekwondo. I'm a champion of Moldova and Ukraine.
Wow.
Yeah, but this was a long time back. And was doing the basketball. I stopped it while I was in the university. Yeah. And then, like everybody back then and even now, are trying to move from Moldova whenever they have a chance.
Oh, fair.
And I was looking for the options where I could go. The US was on the map, Singapore, Hong Kong, Dubai, but Dubai was the place where like providing absolutely everything for you.
Yeah.
So you don't even have to spend money on the tickets. Like they were giving you tickets, accommodation, etc., etc., etc.
You got tickets for here?
Yes. But it was actually not such a pleasant experience. Why? Because when I was in Moldova, I was making very good money as a bartender in a nightclub.
Okay.
And I was 20, and I got fired, and I was looking where to go, and Dubai was on the map. But there are some things related to being a bartender when you are 20 and when you make a lot of money. You spend it all the time, and then when you go back to work again, you have some money, So I didn't have that much savings, and they will keep on postponing my trip to Dubai. They will say, "Sorry, we're not ready. Sorry, we're not ready. Sorry, we're not ready." And it always was 1 or 2 weeks. So wait for 1 or 2 weeks.
Again.
Yeah, when I get the offer, I spend some money, but then you think that you will leave in 1 or 2 weeks, but this period was stretched over 6 months or so.
Wow.
So and I was in a very terrible financial situation because of this. I didn't apply for another job. I didn't have the savings, and I didn't really like to borrow.
Of course.
The money as well. This was keep on postponed. And then I realized that in Dubai it happens quite often. And you said that something happens right now, but it happens.
It takes time sometimes.
Later. Yeah. I came here, was working as a bartender. After 6 months, I resigned. I wanted to open my company. It was a startup related to the nightlife, nightlife in the sense of the nightclubs. Because I came here, I realized you don't know where to go if you want to spend some time. Yeah.
There was fun.
And it was
long time ago.
13 years ago. Yeah. And even now, this problem is not solved. If you will have to choose where to go, still you don't have a platform where you can pick and choose. And back then, I had a plan. You sit with your friends and you can listen live what is happening in this club and that club. And before, even Instagram wasn't that popular, but it was already there. And I was going to introduce as well these photographers that you can see right now in the nightclubs. They are everywhere, but back then it wasn't there. So the project was quite good. I met, when I was resigning, the GM asked me, "What are you planning to do?" They didn't want me to resign. I was a top seller in the bar, was making the highest
Why do you think
income.
that was?
And he said, "Okay, go speak with this guy, with that guy." And I spoke with some investors. They said, "Yeah, we'll give you money." Wow.
So why do you think that you sold the most?
Why I sold the most?
Yes.
Well, as a bartender, I believe it's first of all it's an incredible job for a guy.
Yeah, young people.
Because you can interact with people, and it opens you. It gives you a condition where it's okay to approach somebody and start speaking. So to break the ice, and at the same time you can learn there how to sell, how to how your skills can be applied in order to increase the volume of sales. So what I did, I find out a thing that we didn't have back home is that if you order a bottle in the nightclub. And if you didn't finish it, you can come and use it next night.
Okay.
Yeah? We didn't have this back home. So when you buy a bottle, you need to finish it over there.
That's it.
So I was selling to everybody bottles.
Okay.
I was selling everybody bottles. They were finishing. It was registered under their name, and next time when they come, they can again use this.
They kept coming back.
They kept coming back. As you can imagine, not all of them were coming back to finish it. So after some time, obviously, it gets back to the bar. But if you're a regular visitor, it makes so much sense for you to have a bottle. First of all, when a bartender pours you something, you're not sure if this gin tonic is actually double or single or something like this. Yeah.
Okay.
But when you have a bottle, you control everything. So I could easily explain it to the guys. Guys, why would you not take a bottle? It makes more sense. So and the owner of the place couldn't understand. There were a lot of stuff, and everybody's like, I don't understand why he's working on the smallest bar counter and he makes more than this huge bar counter.
Yeah.
And this was one of the things. And obviously relationships.
Of course, yeah.
Remembering everybody by the name.
Mental CRM.
Keeping in mind some things. And there are a lot of things as well that a bartender can do, like some tricks, some other, to entertain them. And two like a guy is here, but he's shy. He cannot speak with this girl. You find a way how to put them together.
Okay.
But all this is in a nightclub.
Of course.
Because if you are the bartender in the bar, it's a different story at all.
Of course.
And a nightclub is if you're a bartender, go to the nightclub to work. Otherwise, it's very boring.
Yeah.
And what I realized here as well, like back home, if you are the bartender, you were the superstar.
What's that?
A superstar.
You are a superstar.
Yeah, everybody were going to speak with you. Like there was a DJs, and after the DJs, it was bartenders. But when I came here, I realized that bartenders here are not superstars. Yeah, there is a different approach for the people. And like, so I came like, oh, okay, let's rule this place. And then, oh no, like people, not all of them wants to be friends with the bartender, so it was a different
because they're
thing.
kind of just like providing a service as opposed to being a personality of themselves, right? Like,
I was thinking about it, and later I found out that in Moldova, maybe you expect an extra drink from bartender. Yeah, here people don't care that much, so maybe this was the thing.
Fair.
So after that, I decided to open this company. I was looking to raise funds back then, and somebody promised to me that they will give me. It didn't happen. I had to come back again to work as a bartender because I was always thrown out from the apartment. The HR was calling me and saying police is coming to kick you out and stuff. And obviously I don't have any friends over here because it's only 6 months and I was spending only with my colleagues this time. But a friend of mine helped me to get another job with a very small salary, but it was in the Capital Club in the AFC, the place where you can meet a lot of fund managers and stuff. I was like, oh, this is a good place to be.
they didn't let me in because I was wearing a T-shirt. They said I have to wear a jacket. It's a whole thing.
Yeah, and so I spent some time over there, and then my friend told me like, hey, I met somebody who made last month 50,000 dirhams, and in my understanding, I met somebody from Moldova who made 50,000 dirhams.
Okay.
Because back then I was thinking like, oh, maybe some guys from UK are making this much money, like, but definitely not guys from Moldova. And then I'm like, wow, wait a second, what he's doing? And he said he's in real estate, blah, 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 blah. I said, wow, such an amazing opportunity. So I was thinking, okay, let me join the real estate, let me make some money so I can fund my project that was there. And I did it. I was lucky enough to close some deals relatively fast. But then after some time, I realized, okay, I really like this industry. It's better for me to stay in this industry. And so by the time when I even had the funds to open that project, I realized, no, it's better to stay over here. And I was in the industry for 11 years. And I kind of retired as an agent in the FAB.
Just 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
Yes,
okay.
yes.
Why'd you retire?
Because I need to focus on the new chapter, which is an extremely exciting chapter. To build the platform.
So you believe that you can focus on one thing at a time. What do you have to say to? There's like a lot of these young guys that are doing like 7 things at the same time, and mostly they're not good at all of them. They need to get good at one thing in particular and increase their earning potential, in my opinion. But a lot of them do like 7 things at the same time and not great at any of them.
Well, it's very difficult to give an advice over here because maybe one of these things, especially when you're young, you don't have an idea what you want to do, and maybe for them it makes sense to try several things and see what is working, what is not, and then double down on something that is working.
Fair.
And but if you're already a grown man, you need to focus, and focus brings definitely a lot of benefits.
So if you're 6'7", you need to start focusing basically on something that works.
Yes.
Awesome. So, okay, talk to me about the obviously the origin story of Really. Why did you think that this is a problem? Because from what I understand, I meet a lot of agents and things like that as well. And a lot of them tell me when it first came out, I wasn't sure, but now it makes sense. So what was the aha moment for you to be like, Really is needed in Dubai?
Oh, let me tell you how I came on a map of the Really. As I said, I'm in the real estate already for 11 years, and throughout this time, I was like considered one of the top real estate agents over here.
Yeah.
And I'm quite active. I really like this industry. I have a very good reputation, a very good network, etc., etc., etc. And one day I received a DM message, and the guy invited me to meet and discuss the project. As usually, I ignore those messages, and I'm receiving quite a lot of them regarding the job, regarding this, and that. But on that day, I was very excited because I sold a very big unit in Royal Atlantis.
Okay.
And I was thinking, okay, I sold, deal went through. Now I need to relax. I can chill, and okay, let me speak with him as well. I tell him, come to my place. I was living back then in Vida, Emirates Hills. So we came, we sat, and after few minutes, I told him, listen, I'm ready to pay for this. Take my money. I'm happy to help you as much as I can. I'm happy to introduce you to everybody on the market. Let's go meet together with the developers. Let's go meet together with the owners of the real estate companies. But I need this solution right now as an agent, because as an agent, I understand what could double or triple my income and what are my day-to-day problems. And the solution that was presented to me over there is that, like, okay, I'm building a centralized platform where agents can get availability of all developers in one place. I need it right now. And I saw immediately, I was closing a lot back then, but I saw that I could double my income as an agent if I have this problem solved. A lot of people are trying to speak with me as an agent, but I cannot serve to all of them because it was taking time for me to prepare the offers, to check what is available, to call to this developer and ask him, is it still there? They are on the meeting. They cannot reply to me right now. Sorry, Mr. Client, we will need to wait a little bit. And another client, sorry, I'll finish with this client, and I'll speak with you.
Then you lose deals.
You lose deals, and this is a very expensive problem, very expensive problem, because you're losing millions if you are good. 100,000 if like you're
medium.
Let's put it. Yeah, so it's very expensive. It's a very expensive problem. And so that guy was Vitaly, my partner, co-founder. And and then initially I became investor in the platform. Okay. And then I was obviously a big supporter, a big ambassador of the platform, like introducing, going to the meetings, speaking with different people. And then guys invited me to join as a co-founder. And I'm super excited to be in this role over there. And this is how I end up on it.
You know, it's very interesting. A lot of real estate agents are not yet tech forward. The fact that you saw that it solves your problem, and then not only did you pay for it as a product, you went and, you know, promoted it to all of your friends in the business. That's not everybody. Not everybody does that. That's not normal, right? Like, just to be clear, a lot of real estate agents would just, it's just like going over their head, like there's like so much volume. So WhatsApp from client, WhatsApp from developer, and then the next thing you see a tech thing, you're just like, no, I don't want to deal with it, right? So the fact that you saw that problem, used the solution early on, and then went and told your friends about it, that's something very entrepreneurial, right? And I think it comes from, obviously you said like your story is interesting in the sense that you started at the bartender kind of a thing, and then you're just like hustling your way up and up and up. So it's just, I think there's a certain entrepreneurial drive that comes from a place of, you know, coming here as an immigrant and like then like, you know, trying to make your mark basically. What do you think about that? Do you think that there's something in that journey that makes you more entrepreneurial?
Well, there is something in that journey. The thing is that I'm always trying to improve the process. And I'm a really big fan of automation and doing a lot of things with the small team. So, I'm always open for some solutions. And even like your product is the CRM, yeah?
Yeah.
Like surprisingly, there are companies who are not using CRMs at all.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and they cannot imagine how much money they are losing. And I remember when I first start using this CRM, I bought the CRM for myself, and the company didn't have the CRM.
Really?
Yeah, so I was thinking, okay, let me use the CRM. Like it helps me so much. And then after some time, the company picked it up and like, yeah, we need a CRM. So I was always open for some solution, and I know how much the technology can help, and what is the ROI on investment in the technology, and how much you're getting out of this. And actually, like I believe in real estate, it's when you speak with the agents, it's quite easy sell when you provide them some solution, because even if it's something expensive, like yesterday I had a meeting with one company. They are charging like around $10,000 for the solution. Yeah. And if you think, first I thought, 10,000 is quite expensive. But then I realized, even if you close only one deal, it covers this. And if you close more deals from this, like you're already in plus. So
your use of solutions is based on ROI, not on like the cost of it. It's how much you can make from using that, basically.
Yeah. And if you look from this perspective, it's amazing. And when you look from this perspective as a real estate agent, sometimes it can go to unlimited. Like you can justify like any big purchase, even like a car.
Yeah.
What I'm saying that the agent needs to have a good car, and I tell them consider it as a marketing expense as well. So
you hit your car yesterday, right?
Yeah, I hit my car yesterday. Yeah.
What happened?
I was just my mind was super busy. Like there is another one call that I need to make. There is a message that I need to reply, and usually I'm very good in with driving. But yeah, I hit my car.
You
yesterday.
got so many things going on. It's
so many. I've hired right now the driver who will help me with this.
That's good.
And we will avoid these problems.
Amazing. So obviously, building a tech company is very unique and very different. What did you learn going to San Francisco and Silicon Valley about, and what are you going to use from that trip to build really?
To build, well, there are several things that I learned from Silicon Valley. The main thing that I learned that we are far behind them in terms of the culture around startups and funds. Because there, when you go somewhere out to have a coffee, to have a drink, next to you there are other founders who are building something big, or maybe there is founders who already have funds, and everybody are talking about this thing. And I was thinking, okay, even if I'll take one founder who like made a very good exit, I will offer him, listen, let's buy this amazing penthouse in Dubai. He will move here. He can afford to buy, but he will not be in this environment where like they keep on discussing and brainstorming different ideas.
Yes.
And this is the best part of Silicon Valley, that everybody are in kind of same mood. Let's build something big. Let me help you. Everybody's very supportive there.
Yes.
And they always try to introduce you to somebody. I really like this thing. It's the same, like, you know, in Dubai, like everybody talks about real estate. There, everybody talks about startups. And I think that we are in the place, and we are right now in a time where we can start building something similar to what they have over there. In Dubai, we don't have that many success stories that brings a lot of attention. So we know that Karim is the unicorn. We know that there are other unicorn companies, but we need more of them over here, and then people will start to pay more attention to the venture capital, to the startups, and we will grow the community. And people are moving out from San Francisco, from Silicon Valley for this or that reason. And I hope some of them will come here slowly, and once the once quite a few companies will move to build the startups over here, others may follow.
You know, it's the accessibility to those people, right? Like you said, over here, someone will dress up so like in the Gucci and Armani, everything like that, and then they're sitting there and they're fighting you over $50,000, let's say, of investment, right? Like they're thinking about, do you have $10 million in revenue? I'll give you a pre-seed check. You know what I'm saying? Like the maybe it's an exaggeration, but at the same time, there is a certain sense of, and this applies to the UK as well, by the way. It's only San Francisco is a different animal altogether, but there people are taking bets on people, right? People are taking bets on, have you ever failed in your life? Right? Okay, cool. I'll take a bet on you because you know what it's like to have gone through shit and come out of it, right? Whereas over here, it's like it's very, very. Let's look at which university you went to, how much, whatever your credentials are, all the social proof stamps that you need, and I think that's like a problem. And also, where are the Kareem founders? Where are the Tabby founders? Right? Are they accessible to you? Can you drop them a text on WhatsApp and catch them for coffee, kind of a thing? Maybe people who are up in the industry can, but to the ones that are just starting out, the ones that have a dream and like no bucks to their name, it's very far. Whereas over there, they're on the street. Like maybe Naval is hanging out at a what is that blue bottle coffee shop or whatever, and then you've got Sahil of India or something on the side. Like these are folks that are 100 millionaire, $1 billion like kind of folks, and they're very accessible. So here, this gate, like we can't allow for this like gatekeeping culture to continue where people are like, I know how to do it, I won't tell you how to do it because only I can be successful. That won't work.
Yeah. But I believe we will see big changes in the next 5 years, and I'm very excited that we are right now where we are, and like us all together. And a lot of things depends on us. How much do we communicate with each other? How much do we attract more attention to the startups? And I'm sure this is the beginning of something big. Yeah.
I mean, 2 years ago, I think when I came back from the whole like London stint, etc., we didn't have a tech community that I could sort of hop into. So we created a small, WhatsApp chat, and now there's about 40 founders, operators, investors in there that are actively. We're talking about the founders of Pluto, the 10 million, like plus they've raised like it's for corporate card expense management kind of software. Got investors from whatever VentureSouk and GoTo, etc. And the point is, we needed a community, like you said. We need a community where people are only talking about building, and I think that was missing before, but now it's happening. That's like you said, critical mass is gonna happen. And we already see crypto startups coming here, AI startups coming here. The government has got so many new initiatives. PropTech, we were at the Reese event as well, and like they're focusing on bringing international folks into this market so that we can learn from them and also collaborate with them. So the next thing you know, founder of Zillow or Redfin or whatever is coming down to Dubai and wants to work with Really, or wants to work with Kendal. And that's where I think we're going to see a massive explosion and a lot more homegrown entrepreneurs because of role models, like you said.
And we need to help as well the industry over here to give good cases. So like when we have several good like cases where the company was like established here or was grown here, it will bring more attention. Like we don't have any problem with the money in the region. Like Dubai is here, like Saudi Arabia is very active, but we need to have more successful cases. So it's our job of the founders to build it.
Absolutely. And what is your vision for Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we are planning to be an international platform. We are looking through different markets, and we are building a $1 billion company.
And in that world where Really is a $1 billion company, is it just the developer part that you're looking at where agents get access to all the developers at real time, same time kind of a thing? Or is there something else that you'd like to do as well, broader?
No, sales is our main focus.
Okay.
On top of that, you can connect a lot of different things, and we will do it through our partners.
Right. So it's sales cures all problems kind of a thing, right? Like the more sales an agent makes, the more likely they're to use your platform.
Right. Well, exactly, yeah. So sales is the most important part, and this is where we are really good at. So we're very good at marketing and sales.
Absolutely. And what are the most sort of, I'm sure you get asked this a ton, by the way. I'm sorry if you do, but what are the biggest mistakes that a new agent makes in this market?
I love to discuss these things because I've seen so many cases of agents who comes here and unfortunately didn't make it, and some of them were very talented people as well. So one of the common mistake is I'll name several of them. First of all, is to stay in the mindset of I'm a new agent. So it can take you forever to learn each and every project. Forever. You don't need to know absolutely everything, but some of them say, no, I need to learn a little bit more and then I can give a call. Oh, I need to learn a little bit more and then I can give a call. You need to know where you can find the information quickly. And really can help with this as well, by the way. Where we hear that one guy is keep on saying, like, when he's on the phone and somebody's asking about the project, he goes there and he's like, oh yeah, I know this project. There are 7 2-beds, 18 3-beds, and the clients are amazed. But in any case, you need to know how to find the information quickly. If you ask me right now about some projects, I have no idea, but I know where I can check. Especially if we are texting with you, I will sort it out. So the new guys, sometimes they stay for too long in this mindset. I am new. I cannot speak with the clients, etc., etc. So go and jump and speak with them. Right. Even if you don't have an answer, tell them, I'll need to double check this information. I'll come back to you after we finish the call. But if you're texting with them, it's easy. Go Google, ChatGPT, whatever. So yeah, this is one of the mistake. Another mistake, if we'll make a step forward, is that quite a lot of them are very excited when they come to the industry. They're like, yes, I'll make it. I'll make it. But it's very difficult to keep this, mindset when you don't have any results. And results are not, it's not a guarantee that you will get the results. Unfortunately, in our industry, you can do absolutely everything that you need to do. Like you do calls, you meet with the clients, you do this, you do that, you present the projects online, but there are no deals. Such thing happens. I have seen such things. It's just that, you're missing a little bit of luck. In the same time, somebody has a lot of luck, doesn't do all these things, and he's closing. And you, the guy who's doing all this, and what is happening? Why this person is closing and I'm not closing? I'm bad. And they start to be a little bit depressed, and it reflects on their sales as well. So another mistake is try to always keep this positive attitude. It's easy to say, it's very difficult to do, especially when you're not getting results from the work that you are doing. This is important. And another thing that the new joiner should pay attention to is the environment where he's working. So if the company where you're working is a little bit, I can say, let's use depressed. Like they say, market is bad, market is slow, blah 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 blah. And I've been in during different times in the market, and I know that during different times there are companies that are closing like crazy, or agents that are closing like crazy, and some of them are not closing at all. So there is always business. But if you find yourself in the company where everybody is a little bit pessimistic, you need to change the company, and you need to find. You'll need to be able to identify it. And how to identify it? Like maybe somebody saying the market is bad, and then you think, okay, why am I thinking that the market is bad? Okay, my colleagues are saying that the market is bad. While there are always sales, there are always somebody who needs to sell, and there are always somebody who wants to buy. So I can highlight these 3 points for the new joiners.
And how can you, as a leader, set the right culture so that you have a positive working environment? Because at the end of the day, it's quite top-down as well, right? Like if your leaders are positive, you're probably positive. If they're going to sit there and be a Debbie Downer, then it's going to be like that. So how can a leader set a positive culture for all the brokers?
Bro, just now, if we will discuss it from this point of view, we are kind of taking the responsibility of the agent and we give it to the leader. Now they will say, my leader is not like this. Now I understand now I understand what is the problem. So there are a lot of things related to the leadership, but guys, we are in an industry where everybody expects a lot of independency. That you can handle everything on your own. But what the leaders can do, again, doesn't matter how good or bad is the market, there will be always somebody who will keep on nagging and complaining. Even if it's a top performer, you need to get rid of them.
Right. So it's very interesting. So if you want the commissions that you're looking for, your 80/20s or whatever, 50/60/40 or whatever it is, then you should be willing to take the responsibility of being a positive person as well. You can't just expect someone to give it to you.
Bro, it's so important. Like, this is the main job.
Yeah.
To explain that everything is working. And guys who are for a long time on the market, they know that in any market there are deals.
Yeah.
And obviously, if you see that the leader is as well nagging, it happens.
Yeah.
Change the leader. One of the biggest mistakes that agents are doing is that they are sticking with the company and they think that something will change.
Yeah.
Right now everybody's thinking it's bad, and but things will change. No, go enjoy it can be a small, it can be big company where the environment is good, where people are positive.
There's 5,200 plus brokerages in Dubai. How many more can there be?
Oh, well, maybe 3, 4, 5 times more.
5 times more. So 25,000 brokerages.
Yeah.
What gives you that optimism? Why do you think that's going to happen?
No, it's not about optimism, but they can keep on opening. Like, let them do this.
Yeah.
There are 5,000 something companies, but that are active on the market maybe less than 1,000. Because let's say you and I, we are not agents. We closed or we have a friend who wants to buy a lot of properties. Let's open the real estate company. Yeah, why would we? And there are a lot of companies who are opened like this. Okay. There are a lot of companies that are opened by newcomers, new agents who spend less than even a year in the industry, but they got a good client. Yeah. The client bought something from them and they say, listen, let's open the real estate. And this guy, yes, let's open the real estate. But if you don't have a good source of leads and you rely only on this guy who will buy, in a short period of time, you will close your company. So it sounds like very, how to say, entrepreneurial. Let's open a real estate company, but in many cases, it's a big mistake. It's a big mistake for agents, especially for agents who are good sellers. I can name only a few companies that are performing well, but overall, a good agent in the good company is definitely making more money than the owner of the real estate company. Yeah. And so many people are like, why did I open this? Why? But now they have this experience at least.
Yeah. You live and you learn, right? I think, what is the cost of setting up a brokerage, by the way? Like, most people...
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, cool.
I never had this ambition. I'm very bad in managing people.
Okay.
It's not my thing. When it comes to the sales, I rely on myself. And I never wanted to have a team to whom I need to provide leads, other things. I'm very open and can teach people without them being in my team. But and this is what I like to do, but I don't like to manage people. I never had this ambition to run the company.
Right. And other than really, what are your top 3 technology tools that agents should be using today to close better?
To close better.
And just to signpost, guys, Dennis does not know what I do yet, so he's not going to include. This is not.
No. We will include definitely CRM is over there. In this option, the CRM is essential.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
I really like one idea that I got from Alex Hormozy, where he says, like, imagine that from now on you can work only with your existing clients. So there is no other way for you to get new business rather than from your existing clients. And here you understand, I need to have a good CRM not to lose any conversations with them. So if you have this mindset, you will take care of your clients like crazy, and you will try to get some referrals from them, etc., etc. So your customer service will increase dramatically. Right. Where you know that, okay, this is the only source of leads that I have. And for any agent who is on the market for like 2-3 years, technically you can disconnect him from everything and let him just work with his database. He will be able to get deals, and if he is good, he will get a lot of deals. So yeah, CRM is crucial. It's very important. Well, some other tools depends a lot on how he attracts the leads and stuff.
Okay.
And but before the leads, right now, the agent definitely needs to know how to use the ChatGPT.
Okay.
For various reasons. It helps a lot, like with the marketing to attract the.
But does it actually work though? I mean, like I use
worked very well. I like it. Like it big time.
So do you use it for essays? Like LinkedIn posts or Instagram posts. What do you use it for?
Like I use it for the long form of text. Like whenever you need to send an email, I hate these things. And to proofread, to add something, to find some story that will that you can use again in the post or something like this. Like if we talk about AI besides ChatGPT, there are a lot of other tools that helps agents right now. And the main thing where it helps at the moment is, I believe, in the marketing, where you can produce the content and stuff. But in the same time, if you need to reply, you need to send a message. Okay, the AI can create a series of messages that you need to send with the follow-ups. Or I don't know how to follow up in this case. What do you recommend?
1, 2, 3,
Yeah. There are a lot of things that can be done over there. And other tool, if we can. So CRM, we have ChatGPT and AI, and another tool that agents should use is, I think it's related to the exposure, so it's social media.
Absolutely. That's why we're here. I mean, this is what it is. We think it's important for personal brand above everything else, in my opinion. Like, I'll be honest, nobody knew who we were 2 months ago. And the only reason that people are willing to come on this podcast or talk to me, or sometimes they even find it easier to close the deal on our product, is because they feel like they understand who I am. They feel like they can trust me because they've heard me talk. It's not just another tech bro sitting in another country that they're not in and trying to tell them what to do, what is right, what is wrong. It's actually someone who's in front of you, and you can ask them whatever. You become accessible. I know you do the stories where you ask people, what do you want? Like, what would you like to know about me? Or, ask them to engage in the comments, etc. And you respond to all of them, right? I've seen, I was scrolling through your Instagram, because that's my research process, you see. I just stalk on Instagram. But, you reply to all the good comments and the, very critical comments. You reply to all of them from what I've seen. And that's an opportunity for them to build trust with you. And I think people forget. People think it's the brokerages that are selling. It's brands that are selling real estate, individual brands. It's not the brokerages anymore. So if you are empowering your agents to have a personal brand, social media, etc., then it's likely that you're going to have a net positive effect on the entire brokerage, in my opinion.
Yeah. And I think that the business model of brokerage is changing, and the fact that we have right now social media is affecting it a lot. Because before, the brokerage was the company who could afford to pay for the advertisement on the TV and the newspaper here and there.
Yeah.
But now agents have a tool where they can do the relatively free advertising, because you need now to invest in the content and the stuff to hire the studio. But through the social media, now agents can get as well leads, and this was one of the main things that they were expecting from the brokerages.
Right. Okay. So if I were to ask you, what is your favorite quote about entrepreneurship? What would that be for you?
Favorite quote about entrepreneurship? One comes up to my mind right now. Don't be disappointed for not getting results for the work that you didn't do. It's somehow in these lines.
Yeah.
Because I don't have this, I don't have that. Okay, have you done this? No. So this is something that comes to my mind. Otherwise, there is like some other motivational stuff. So.
Of course.
Yeah.
So let's get to the motivational stuff, right? What advice would you give your 21-year-old self?
Well, honestly speaking, my 21 years old self might be a little bit disappointed because my 21 years old self already was planning to have a way more success by the time when I am right now.
I think you're extremely successful in all the rights possible.
No,
So,
but still, when you're
yeah.
young, you're way more optimistic about the life, and well, everything is going extremely well. But what advice I would give myself is to build more relationship and to build to get to know way more people.
Yeah.
And network is extremely important. I have a very good one, but I can recommend it to anybody that they need to keep on speaking with way more people. And I'm telling it to my friends that there are two things that I want to teach my daughters. First one is like to do what you need that you know to do what you know that you need to do. Like because we know that we need to do this and that, but we're not doing this.
Right.
And the second thing is to be able to start conversation with strangers. And like sometimes we are shy to go and speak. Like, okay, if we're in the environment where it's a conference or something, it's a bit easier, but still not everybody can approach. So this skill, I think, is essential for anybody in our world, and it will accelerate the growth immediately. All the good things that I have in my life, they're coming from other people.
Wow. Yeah, I completely agree with you. And I think a lot of people are afraid of what others will think of them, and what if they don't want to talk to me, etc. But I think that action produces information, right? And like if it's all in your head and then you don't do anything about it, like you said, it doesn't matter anyways.
Yeah. And I have seen such interesting cases where, like, we always think as well that we need to have such credentials in order to start speaking with somebody. But at the same time, I see some people that's so confident about themselves without any reason. They're just confident about themselves. And they move, they speak, they build relationships, and you see how they grow. And they just made the choice, like, I'm confident about myself. Maybe it wasn't even a choice. Maybe it's just the nature. While some people who are super intelligent, they are like shy and they don't getting 100% attention.
Well, Denis, this has been an absolute pleasure, and it's been such a phenomenal time for us to just have a great conversation. We, usually I have this little notebook over here. Today, no notebook, and it was just pure conversation, just like hearing your story. And I'm really glad that we got to. To everyone listening to this podcast, Denis is going all out as the co-founder of Really, along with Tutali, and they're doing some amazing things. Please go check them out and sign up to their platform. They're amazing. This has been an absolute pleasure getting to know you, and come back next week for yet another episode of The Real Ones. And don't forget to smash that subscribe button.
And I have something to say, guys. If you will share this episode in your Instagram, just tag both of us. And whoever tags, if you are the real estate agent, I can send you the brochure that I used, the presentation that I used to sell the entire building. And you will get an idea how did I structure the information over there. So tag both of us and send me a DM.
Well, amazing. Now that's how you sell. But thank you so much, Denis.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you, brother.
Awesome.